Thank you all again for being here. You really need to give yourselves a round of applause because WPFW is on the air for 38 years this month because of member support and only because of member support. I also wanted to just take a moment and thank Ralph Crowder and Cynthia. You mind if I call you Cynthia? We've been saying Cynthia, but Cynthia Lewis for coming here and offering the DC premiere to DC.
I do want to thank all of you for being here this evening. We are about to meet an incredible filmmaker, an incredible human being, and we're about to begin to look at an incredible film.
We apply science of psychology to solving social problems, whether it's inequality, discrimination, serious mental illness, all those things. And we sort of represent APA in areas of social justice, health disparities, all those things. So we welcome you. We're so excited to show this really important film.
I want to thank all of you for being here tonight, to supporting WPFW and this great project here, the film.
This is a film about black people living in a black community, but it can easily be anywhere in the country.
Mr. Crowder's film illustrates what many of our studies have shown, that institutional racism is real.
I'd like to, Ralph, ask you what it was like for you as a black man behind that camera, seeing what you saw, seeing the people. What did it feel like for you just being there? Did you feel safe?
Yeah, I felt safe.
Okay.
Yeah, I felt safe. I felt like I was around family. That was the reason why I went down there. Because I'm sure, you know, we deal with our local politics, our local issues, and sometimes we need to get a fresh breath of air and new energy in new places. So anybody who travels understands that that vibration, you know, is extended when you travel. So, to be brutally honest, I was tired of all the bullshit where I was at in Minneapolis, the contradictions, the community that really saw the same issues that was happening in Ferguson, but their loyalty was in the trade of black blood being sold instead of preserving black children and black youth and black communities and black families. There's a lot of money in non-productive, non-progressive things that happen in our communities. And I think we need to challenge ourselves with those things. And sometimes when we get burnt out, whether that be in Washington, D.C., Prince George County, Harlem, New York, or Minneapolis, Minnesota, sometimes we got to get around new energy and new blood so we can come back home and be stronger.
Dozens of people stared at the graphic images in the film, which examined the treatment of black communities in the shooting deaths of Trayvon Martin, Michael Brown, and Kajim Powell, along with the chokehold death of Eric Garner. Filmmaker Ralph Crowder says real-life situations were key to how he decided to tell his story.
I wonder, you have a son, and I wonder what you do with your son, how you talk to your son about the fact that simply by virtue of what he looks like, he could get arrested, thrown in jail, under the jail. He could be the next Michael Brown. I mean, we don't like to think about things like that, but that is the reality. He could be the next one. Actually, any of us in this room could be the next one. What do you say to your son? What do you think about that as he goes about his day in his life? What do you hope for him?
Well, I just hope to role model whatever I'm talking about to my son, so they're just not words. And so hopefully you can see some things in my actions, first of all. Secondly, to be totally honest, me and my son went through a tremendous war in public schools that really had way more of a profound impact it might not look like a death in terms of a physical death, but it's definitely a slow murder that's taking place in our public school systems. And you know, sometimes it's hard for us to challenge those issues as they're happening day by day, week by week, month by month, in my son's case, year by year. And sometimes it's like I said, it's hard to stand for those issues because a lot of us are tied up to that public school money that they pass out. But you know, I think we have to be proactive before the tragedies happen, but still be conscious about the realities of you know, the oppression and the brutality that's played out for our children and our families wherever we're at.
Yes. First, I'd like to acknowledge his brother, Ralph Crowder. It's a hometown, grew up with this cat, and you know, it's a pleasure. I'm from Southern Palm, Minnesota. He's from Minneapolis, and this will continue all the efforts, the struggle. He's a representative of a family, a legacy. This doesn't happen by accident that he's here, and I'm proud to be able to recognize and be touched by, you know, thousands of miles away growing up and being touched by his work and being able to be in DC and come witness what you're doing.
I just want to thank you for your work, Mr. Crowder, fellow Minnesotans. I was glad to, I've been a fan of your work for years.
I just want to thank you for your film on making us, or making America aware of the stand that we are taking towards the injustice of us black men.
Ralph, you don't remember, I'm Herb West. Before this guy was born, he was taking heed from his daddy and me because we had been stopped many times in Minneapolis, Minnesota. We were both there in graduate school. And when this dude came into the world, he started, right, he started listening. And now you see what he has blossomed into. I commend you, Ralph.
Crowder, a budding filmmaker from Minneapolis, says this is his fourth film. His current film has been screened in Atlanta, Minneapolis, D.C., and will be on tour for the remainder of this year. I'm Tamika Smith.